cool dude. I just don't like any Seahawks, man. I don't like Starbucks. I don't like Sleepless in Seattle. I just can't support anything that's from Seattle. I stopped liking Nirvana, and I like Nirvana.
Are you listening?
If you'll do that each and every morning, it's better than coffee. Do it twice, it'll put some bounce in your step all day long. Make sure your doors and windows are closed, though. If the neighbors hear you, they're going to think you have some kind of issues. Mine do. Hey, we just had Valentine's Day, the NBA All-Star Game. Now, what does that mean? That means they're halfway through the season, headed toward the playoffs. And, of course, those boys of summer will already be up and swinging those bats. We are headed back toward the NFL spring training. Ooh. So much happening between now and then, though. We got the Combine coming up this weekend. And, of course, Draft Day is just a little bit behind that. And between all of that, you've got those free agents to pick from. Who are the 49ers going to let go? Who are the 49ers going to bring back? Ooh, it's an exciting time. Oh, it's going to be something special. And, of course, we'll be talking about all of that. I know what you're thinking, right? I am not going to say anything about what Jim Harbaugh said just the other day. I am not. First of all, we need to hear from Jed York before any conclusions are drawn anyway. And Jed is not going to be able to just sweep the allegations under the rug and say it never happened. So we'll wait and see what he says. And besides, no negativity going into the next season. Let it go. Let it go. Besides, let's go meet another member of the 49er family up close and personal. I got my man Wayne today all the way from Connecticut. As I said, there's 49er fans all over the USA, which is hilarious because San Francisco, that's only the Mecca. That's the home spot. Yeah. After that, 49er fans everywhere.
Everywhere. I just want all the teams to be where, man. Just because we had a subpar season, you know, I think a lot of it was due to internal stuff. But I think them boys are gonna come back to play some football. And I think the main thing is they're gonna have fun doing it. And I think that's what was taken away from them last year.
Wait, before you go, before we get into all that good stuff, where were you, as they say, when the poo-poo hit the fan in the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden, the Seahawks are no longer the reigning champions?
Yeah, I was at my cousin's house, and I think I woke up the whole neighborhood. Like, I was loud. I'm not even a Patriots fan, but I was that day, and I woke up the whole neighborhood when he intercepted that ball, because the Seattle fans that were there, their hearts dropped to the ground. It was just like when the 49ers were in the Super Bowl against the Ravens. How? Oh, man, just same way, same thing.
Ooh, I forgot all about that. You're right. We got our feelings hurt the same way.
Same way. Same exact way. In the end zone.
See, I've already stopped thinking about that. You know how bitter memories, you tend to try to cover them up? I forgot that's how the game ended. Oh, God.
It's hard for me to let go of some things, man, until we finally replace it with new stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, like, once we get this Super Bowl, I can let all that stuff go. You'll see the 49ers back on all the TV screens. All that stuff will be good again. But I'm still faithful, man, to the day, man. I'm still faithful. I'm 49ers red and gold till I'm dead and cold, baby.
I got to tell you something, though. Richard Sherman, I think he's changing it. Did you see him run over and congratulate people? That little stupid fight that took place, Richard wasn't involved in that. Am I going to have to change my idea?
A good friend of mine yesterday made a really clear point about Richard Sherman, and I think I'm going to change the way I perceive him. And it's all media. They make it seem like he's this bad guy. Honestly, it's a pretty cool dude, man, and congratulations on his newborn.
Yeah, that's right, huh? Richie. Because, maybe he's just doing his job. I mean,
he's just doing his job, but it's funny how the camera always catches him when he has something to say. You know what I mean? Like, every football player talks trash, but the camera's always right there to edit out exactly what, they want him to say. You know what I mean? So, I was playing Madden yesterday. I haven't played in like 3 months. And my boy was just like, it was supposed to be Richard Sherman all in the game, because I was telling him, I can't wait till the next Madden comes out. I'm going to see all this Patriots stuff, no more Seahawks stuff. and he was just like, oh man, Richard Sherman, you know, it was supposed to just be him, but he decided to share it with the Legion of Boom, like his boys. And I was like, oh, he shares? So that kind of made me change the way it kind of, he's probably a really cool dude. I just don't like any Seahawks, man. I don't like Starbucks. I don't like Sleepless in Seattle. I just can't support anything that's from Seattle. I stopped liking Nirvana, and I like Nirvana.
Even the music.
Even the music, you know? Macklemore, sorry guys, had to put your song down. Just can't do it. Jimi Hendrix, I love you. You're the king.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but you know, I had to limit. I put like this, on Jimi Hendrix, I limited myself to maybe about 10 songs.
Because I forgot Jimmy's from Seattle.
Yeah, man. Seattle's been around. Yo, they've been around. They just haven't been around football-wise, you know? But we'll be back. I guarantee you. Stay tuned for the Niners season. And I just got word that they're looking at the Ndamukong Suh. So, they're going to be in the bid for that great nose tackle, that defensive tackle. Yeah.
See, because I hadn't covered the news today. Are you really?
Yeah. They're trying to get, I think they're trying to bring both of them as a pair, him and Fairley. So we'll see what happens, you know.
The news keeps shuttling back and forth. The 3-4, the 4-3. For a couple of weeks, it was going to be the 4-3, and then it went back to the 3-4. And you're telling me now you've just got word that we're going to switch back to the 4-3?
That's just my theory. I think once you get those two big interior linemen, man, you can't. You got to play them both. You know what I mean? So they'll probably cut Ian Williams and all those nose tackles. They'll probably get rid of them. If we get those two guys specifically, we're going back to the 4-3. Even if we just get Sue and Justin Smith might come back for another year, he'll be on the inside. Can you imagine Justin Smith and Ndamukong Suh on the inside with Alden Smith and Aaron Lynch on the outside, and then you got Borland, Willis, and Bowman? Oh my gosh! And beware. We're gonna pick up someone on that cornerback side. Just beware. Just beware.
We need to.
I don't know. That's all we need. We'll be complete. Our safeties are solid. You got to think about how hard our safeties had to work this year without having solid cornerback pressure. My personal thing is cut Brock, sign either Cox or what's the other dude? Culliver. Sign one of them. Get that one go. I personally think you should sign Cox. Y'all sleep on Kaepernick if you want. I'll tell you right now, that boy, once he gets the touch on that ball, woo-hoo! Can you say the reincarnation of a John Elway, Brett Favre? Those boys can throw that ball and on the run. Can you imagine once he gets the touch on it, though? Man, listen. And all we need is a deep threat.
But can you teach touch? Every time I hear him talk about teaching him touch,
you can teach touch. You can teach touch. Touch is just all about, touch is to me the emotion of the game, man. You know, just go back, close your eyes and release the ball. It's going to where you want it to go. You have the accuracy. See, we're not talking about accuracy, we're talking about touch. Touch is just like the butter softness of the ball just coming in, you know? I think that can be taught, you know? It's all about him not being comfortable in that pocket, which scrambles him to a one-mind vision game. And I think that working in this offseason with a pro should be in the Hall of Fame. I think Kurt Warner should be in the Hall of Fame, and eventually he will be. Style cornerback, he's going to develop that.
And who used to be Aaron Rodgers? That boy we got right now. Colin Kaepernick has handed Aaron a whooping each and every time he's seen. In fact, I don't think Aaron has beaten Colin yet.
Nope, never.
They've had 2 or 3 meetings, right?
Yeah, 3 times, 0-3.
Started the season last year.
3 times, 0-3, 2 in Green Bay. 1 in San Francisco.
In Green Bay.
2.
So, see that's what I'm talking about.
So 49ers, I'm trying to tell you, man, defensively, even though we lost our coordinator, I don't think we're going to skip a beat on defense. We just got too many leaders. We got too many veterans, should I say. It's just going to be impossible to, like, pull fast ones on them from upside in that box. And the thing is, whoever's running our defense this year is going to listen to them. Because can you imagine telling Patrick Willis, no? I mean, those guys can't tell. They're going to go out there and be machines. But I can't wait. Do you understand? I'm so excited about defense. We might lose a few games, but I guarantee you they'll be like 10-7, 11.
Close.
Yeah, real close one.
I just don't think Mangini's going to bother those guys too much. He's going to come in. Can you imagine the first meeting they're going to have? They're going to say, listen, guys, I'm not here to teach you defense. I'm looking at 3 or 4 Pro Bowlers right now. So there's no need for me to dictate to you terms of how to play defense. What I want you to do is develop a continuity. We're going to be smooth. We're going to be one in-sync machine. That's all I ask. And that's, he can step back out of the way.
I love what you just said. And there's nothing I can say about that. I know everybody don't want what you call the comeback. I hate people that think
Crabtree?
like that. We need Crabtree. I'm going to tell you why we need Crabtree. Because Crabtree and Cap are like brothers from another mother.
True.
Their chemistry isn't the issue. The issue was developing chemistry with the newer receivers, and this year he developed it with Anquan Bolden. Now, if I was a coach, and I know money is involved, and I understand that. I understand the salaries and all that stuff. If I was a coach, I'm cutting Stevie Johnson's $6 million. I'm not even trying to resign him. I'm cutting him and letting him go to go get signed to a team that's going to use him. I'm going to pick up a free agent that has top speed or a big receiver that can go up and catch those balls. We don't even need a top. So I like Torrey Smith. And the reason why I like Torrey Smith is because he can outrun everybody. But this is my theory. We have Ellington and we have Patton. They're Torrey Smith-like. You just got to get them the ball. One is good on the Wes Welker routes, and one I believe can run the deep routes. But what we're missing is that guy who just go up in the air and say, Cap, I got you, and come down with the ball. And if they go out and get a guy like Jeremy Maclin.
Chris Borland. You just mentioned some other names earlier, but you have to throw Chris Borland into this mix.
I will.
You can't put him on the bench. That's just too much talent on the bench.
I disagree.
To me, he's like that attack dog. You send that first dog in, and then here come Willis, here come Bowman, here come all by to finish the kill. That's why
you let him be on that bench. Okay, so that's why you have personnel changes. When a Chris Borland comes in the game, you don't skip a beat. So Chris Borland's weaknesses are coverages, right? So you probably won't want him in there on a 3rd and 4th and long, right? Because he's going to get beat on the coverages. It's all about the personnel matchups. I'm not saying he's not going to learn it, because now he got the two of the best cover line. I've never seen a pair, all my years of football, there's never been a dual pair of linebackers that can cover better than Bowman and Willis. And we've had Ken Norton Jr. We had some linebackers on this squad. None of them can cover like that. All right, they can stop runs, but they couldn't cover. These cats do it both. So he's gonna automatically learn that being around those dudes, man. And that's why you don't go all out on him. You savor him. You let him be that piece. Cats already know who he is. They already know he's gonna plug the run, stop this, stop. He can contain. He's like what's the dude from the Patriots? Like almost like a Nikovic. Almost like a Nikovic, like a Teddy Bruschi type player. And I'm telling you, bro, he is the key to the puzzle. And luckily, he's on his 2nd year contract, his rookie contract.
Ooh, Wade, that boy's got some knowledge, huh? He did put my boy Chris Borland on the bench, though. But you know what? He's right. Chris does have some things to learn about coverage. He'll learn them, and when he does, he'll be the ultimate warrior. You know what? I've got Chris. Right around game 5, he'll have 100 tackles easily. He's got to share with Bowman and Willis that may cut him back. But 75 to 100, a piece of cake. I gotta go. I'll see you next week. But you can find me all week long. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Same name, Ronbo Sports. Hanging out with you and the rest of my friends. Count me on up out of here.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.